Hello and welcome to the final batch of Final Fantasy XIII in a nutshell models to be made. Hello and welcome to the final Final Fantasy XIII in a nutshell RAB-2 model creation stream. Having a bit of technical difficulties here. I think I fixed the problem now, so you're all looking at my live dashboard here. I can see the viewers are now going up, so that's a good start. That would explain a lot about why this wasn't working before. Alright then, so the problem here is I've actually already started on this model. I've been thinking I've been streaming for the past 5 minutes when actually I keep forgetting this. I don't know how I keep forgetting this, but when you stream on YouTube you have to click on a button here that says go live. Now it used to be able you would just click a button on OBS and it would just automatically start streaming to YouTube, so I've been used to that and like I'm rambling. Anyway, I'll just quickly run through the steps. So if you've never seen one of these before, this is my process for making RAB-2 model characters. So today we're making Cid Rains, Jihl, Nabaat and Yaag Rosch. And also my music is not playing. Good start. Right, okay, so we're making Cid Rains, Jihl, Nabaat, Yaag Rosch. We're starting with Cid Rains. We've got his reference image, which I pulled from Final Fantasy Wikia. Normally I would use a game called Opera Omnia and Pixelogica to get these little chibi models that are very similar to my style, which help me create the hairstyles, but as I don't think Cid is in that game yet, or was never in Pixelogica either, we're just going to use his base image. So hello to everyone who's jumped in: Azunia, Cecil Harvey, Akin Moonlight, Cloud, Jotaro. Hello, right. Cool. Is Sarah and Snow even married yet? No. I don't think they ever actually got married, like, in the trilogy. So yeah, as you can see, I've already started the model here, because I thought I was streaming for the past 5 minutes when I've actually been talking to myself. So yeah, so we started on Cid's hair, so let's carry on. Do let me know if the music is too loud against my voice, because you're not here to listen to this music, you're here to me to show you how these models are made and to answer your questions you may have. So you can literally ask me anything you want. I am happy to oblige. I answer most questions, shitposty or otherwise. So Cid's got very beautiful hair for a man, I'm not gonna lie. So it folds in there, just parting. Kind of similar to Noel's haircut in a way. Could Cid Rains have been a distant ancestor of Noel Price? Crazy fan theory. It's a stupid fan theory, but it's a fan theory nonetheless. Good morning, Furianol. No, they waited for lightning and the series ended before they did. Morning, missed you, buddy. I missed you too, Ethan Carr. I missed everybody. I miss doing these. I don't get to do them often anymore. Okay, so we've got hair almost down pat. So far so good. And I'm going to say that's good enough for his hair. Let's curve that round a little bit. And we're going to lock that layer so I can do this, which will allow me to erase lines and not mess up the whole thing. Alright, splendid. Oh, it's Vane 2.0. Are you going to have Noel propose to Sarah? That's a little fanficky, but I do muchly prefer Sarah and Noel as a couple than Snow and Sarah. They're a lot more well suited for each other, I guess. Alright, so we've done the hair. Now let's work on the outfit. So Rab, how do you feel about Major being RAB 2.0? Didn't really have a say in the matter, so yeah, he's free to run the server in my absence. taken a bit of sabbatical from Discord because it was kind of occupying my every waking moment. I was trying to make sure like there was always conversation going on. I was trying to spark conversation all the time. It wasn't working. It was affecting my mental health. So I thought I'll take a break from Discord until I get 13 in a nutshell finished. Do feel free to join our Discord if you're watching and you weren't aware that we had a Discord. It's moderately active, I would say. Alright, so the Lightning Returns soundtrack is so underrated. I know Akin Moonlight. I love the Lightning's Return soundtrack. It was just so chill, atmospheric, everything. What is your favourite Final Fantasy? So my favourite one overall has got to be Final Fantasy IV. And as you know, that's also my favourite nutshell. And these are looping, so hang on. Right, there we go. That should fix it. I set my iTunes to loop songs when I want to listen to them a lot. And hello FVDE and Co, as you requested. Man, you've got a complicated collar here, Vane. I mean Sid. I meant Sid. We're going to simplify your collar because it's a bit too complicated for my style. Alright, so let's do his cape. This should allow me to cheat a little bit. Actually, you know what? You know what? We are going to cheat a little bit with this model. We're going to have his cape drape over this half of him. Because that's what it's for. Your favourite music of Final Fantasy? It's got to be the Final Fantasy X soundtrack. So when we were doing the 30 days of Final Fantasy, there wasn't a day for favourite music. So if it had been a day, I would have definitely said Final Fantasy X. Okay, so he's got a little charm thing now. We're just gonna simplify the shit out of that. Man, these dudes have some weird ass fashion sense in the world of 13. So spoiler alert, this parody version of Sid only appears for a minute or so, so we're not going to put too much effort into him. Mainly because I couldn't find a way to make him funny. So he has joined the club of Final Fantasy in a nutshell characters who only have one scene, because I literally could not think of a way to make them funny. And yes, there are enough characters for that to be a membership type club. Weird ass fashion sense. Numira would like to know your address. Emo and self-pity. Is Lightning like me in a way? Cloud? Definitely. Female Cloud all the way. The cops won't stop busting my down my door, all because of the Neil. And yeah, Sid Reigns is in Final Fantasy Record Keeper, which I stopped playing. Didn't use him a lot. Did unlock a lot of his weapons though, which was unfortunate because I never wanted to use him. So as a character, I don't mind Sid. He was criminally underutilized, as were a lot of the characters in 13. and I kind of disliked the way his character was dismissed and then brought back in Lightning Returns with no purpose other than to say, hey, I'm the voice of the dead people now. Yeah, have some exposition. Okay, so that's Sid's hair and outfit done. So what I'm going to try and do now, because I've made a habit recently of making sure the hair is a separate layer to the rest of the model to allow me to animate the eyes a lot better. So now we're going to have to... yeah, that's fine, I didn't leave any holes. And as I've mentioned every stream, I am colorblind. So this step is particularly hard. Got to find a right balance. Okay, so now we're going to shade his hair. So we make sure we're on the right layer, and I'm using the pen tool, which I have set to be transparent, and it creates a sort of invisible ink for me to do the shading lines. You know, the shading lines are the same exact direction no matter what way the model is facing. Always makes you wonder why I bother doing the shading, but I'm somewhat of a perfectionist. Okay, so that's Sid. Sid was a big part of 13, mainly for exposition, so how would you make a character purely made for exposition funny? Exactly. Sid, I'm sure I'll be much more important in the sequel. Deadpan silence. Pretty much. Okay, so I'm going to borrow your skin colour. So we're going to borrow your skin colour, thank you. And I'm going to shade your face. Then we're going to... yeah. Make sure we're on the right layer. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to lock your hair. Lock your outfit. Lock that layer. And we're going to put his face on a new layer. Alright, now we talking. I always wanted to see how you're making these. By the way, I love background music, don't change it. Thank you. Not a lot's up. I've found some time to stream, as you can all see. So now I am making the most of it by finishing off these models that need to be made. Oh, this is a belter of a track. So lock your face. Lock your hair. We're going to unlock your outfit. And we're going to scooch you down here. So now we're going to colour in Sid's outfit. So what's your criteria for being an outcast character? Well, that's a tricky one, because I haven't actually had any rhyme or reason to it. It's mainly characters I didn't make any jokes for whatsoever in a particular game. So for example, I couldn't think of any jokes for Yuffie in 7 in a nutshell. That's why she was an outcast, even though she's not technically a useless character. Same goes for Gordon and Edge, and Chantotto was just because she was from a game that I didn't even play anyway. Thief, obviously he's a useless character, he was the butt of a lot of jokes, so he is very much a useless outcast, so he was a perfect recruit to have. Okay, so I've obviously left a gap there. There we go. Alright then, as I said before, we're just doing the bare minimum for this model because the details are far too intricate. And that thing was grey, that wasn't. And what colour are those things? Right, that's all. Give its body back. What was your favourite game out of the 13 trilogy and why? So I really liked 13 too, mainly because it addressed a lot of the problems I had with Final Fantasy 13. I love Noel as a character, I loved the soundtrack, even though a lot of the tracks were reused from 13, but they had a lot of vocal tracks which I quite enjoyed. I loved travelling around the world of Final Fantasy 13, but seeing it in different periods of time, seeing where all the characters were at post 13. I'm a little bit disappointed they wasted the chance to flesh out Nora. They were pretty much just at the start of the game and at the end of the game. Well, actually not even at the end of the game really. And that was pretty much all you saw of them, so that was quite annoying in a way. And Caius Ballard, one of the best Final Fantasy villains of all time, of course. So yeah, that is why it's my favourite of the trilogy. What colour is your weird thing there? Right, that's a... And then that is that colour. So I do that because it allows me to get the right colours. Exactly how I want them. Right. What colour are your boots? I think they were white. Yes, they were white. Have I missed any questions? What was your opinion on 15? Oh boy, 15. I enjoyed 15, but I would be lying if I said I wasn't disappointed by the overall experience. It started off really strong. The middle got a bit janky, then I could tell that was the point where they just sort of kicked out Nomura and brought in Hajime Tabata to finish off the thing, because everything just started becoming haphazard, lazy, skimming past details. It started getting rushed, especially in the World of Darkness at the end. That was a cool concept. I wish we could have explored the sort of darkened world of 15, especially Lestalin, catched up with Cindy and all the other characters that we were with pre-time skip. But, you know, we just visit Hammerhead and Insomnia and that was it pretty much. It was very disappointing in that regard. Which Final Fantasy was the most fun for you to make? Final Fantasy IV in a nutshell was my favourite. Hello Rabtoons, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too, David DeFabio. This character is a disgrace to the name Sid. Come on, he wasn't that bad. If they actually fleshed him out properly as a character, he would have been very cool. But sadly they did not, so he's pretty much a reject. Okay, that's not done that properly. Why is that not done that properly? That's why. Okay, so we're going to do the shading on his body, and I think that's actually Sid done, so that was quite quick for one of these models. So what I'm doing here is picking the colours and picking a darker shade, and that's how I achieve this shading technique. Who is the best Sid in the series? Well, it's got to be Sid from Final Fantasy VII, hands down. Favourite character to use, favourite character development, I like his backstory. Very relatable if you've ever had a dream. Especially if those dreams have been dashed. His design, his moves, the fact that he's a dragoon as well. Do you want to own a chocobo? I would like to ride a chocobo. I wouldn't want to own one, mainly because that'd be a lot of hard work, I reckon, especially cleaning up their poop and taming them and taking care of them, making sure you actually give them exercise, because you know it's not like you can only ride them when you want. You'd have to make sure they're well exercised. Oh, this is a nice track as well. The track inside the Ark, not the Ark, inside Bunavälza, when you're hanging out with Hope whilst time is stopped. That concept never made sense to me in Lightning Returns. Like, the whole point of the game is time is running out, obviously, and all that. But time doesn't... Sorry, time has stopped. That's why everyone outside the world doesn't age. Yet time is double stopped within Bunavälza. It just makes no sense. That's why Lightning Returns is not a very good game in my opinion. Brilliant ending, good music, wasted in a lot of other areas. Which character do you hate more, and did you hate more, and why? Choose carefully. Who do I hate out of, like, who? Are you giving me a list of people here to hate? Okay, so that is Cid Reigns. So that's one character out of the 3 we've set out to make. Been a while since I've seen her something from RAB-2. How was your first week of 2020? Hopefully no random encounters against nasty Malboros or Tomberries. First week has been so-and-so, back to work. It's definitely been kicked to the nuts, that's for true. But overall, 2020 so far, bit of a mixed bag. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, even though I didn't like the third part much, I still finished it more than 5. Oh hey Doobie, sorry I missed your comment now, I'm just going back to make sure I've not missed any. After he finishes FF Nutshell, he'll probably move on to Resident Evil, maybe. Final Fantasy with... yes, I will do side games when the main series is finished, Azunia. Sips tea. Oh hey, it's Major, the person who's overtaken the RAB-2's Discord. Is there any FF spin-off you want to make in a nutshell? Probably World of Final Fantasy if I had to pick one. Close second would be 13, sorry not 13, Type 0. Keep calling it 13 because it was obviously originally a 13 game. Okay, so yep, I'm happy with Cid Reigns, and I have a horrible feeling I've saved over my template, but this happens pretty much every other stream, so I'll show you how I fix that in a minute. So let's save Cid. Cid Reigns. And let's just check if I've actually done exactly what I said. Yes, I have. Okay, so what I've done here is I have cocked up and saved over the template, but don't worry, I have a system in place to fix that. And yes, you did just see a video file called Orgasm. Trust me, that's something to do with this nutshell. I'm not a freak. Much of a freak. Anyway, templates. RAB-2 model template. Let's copy that. And let's go back to here. Paste. Another place. Okay. Right. Let's try it again. There we go. Like I never made the mistake in the first place. Hello, Sexy. Hello, Blue Guys. Have you ever played Project Zero? What's Project Zero? Love this channel. Thank you, Monkey D. Luffy. Yeah, I get asked to make Final Fantasy Tactics a lot. Okay, who are we making next? Let's go on to Jihl. And I think Jihl might have been in Opera Omnia. Let's have a look. This might make her a lot easier to make. No, but she does have one of these models, which is something I use a lot to make these RAB-2 models. So let's get up to reference images. This will do. Oh, she was also in that game, was she? Cool, cool. That looks nothing like... Oh, that's from Mobius. Jesus Christ, I hate when wikis do this. Fuck's sake. Alright, let's do it this way. I hate doing it that way. There we go. Okay, we've got 2 good reference images for Jihl. So let's crack on, and whilst it's fresh in my mind, let's say this as Jihl now, so I don't make that mistake again. Wonder what's in the folder. Ha ha ha! You'll never find out. Jihl Nabaat. Are you RAB-Twins? I didn't forget about Yuffie. I was busy killing monsters. I just lost her. RAB-Twins is here. Oh, you mean Major? Yeah, I think Major's hanging out somewhere. I definitely saw his name in the comments somewhere. Alright. Timeline layer. Let's put that at the bottom. Bottom. And before you scream, this is cheating. It's because I find hair the hardest part of the model to make, so I do this to save a little bit of time. Because this style is very similar to my own. I came up with it first though, so it's more like they copied me somehow. I don't know. Let's start frame there. Start frame there. I'm going to use onion skin, which allows me to see what's on the previous layer, but slightly faded, so I can do this. Okay, right. Jihl Nabaat. Another criminally underused character from 13. I do find it very amusing how her character is just yeeted out of the way. So, sorry, excuse me, so that Disley can make his grand reveal that he is a big scary Ooga Booga monster. So as you can see, the soundtrack to Lightning Returns is very chill and very atmospheric, which is something I really liked about it. Why would I be Rab? I'm not the one drawing. Not sure what you're on about there. Then again, I do have mild amnesia. I can't wait to see what you do with 13. I don't know, I think people might be slightly disappointed by 13 in a nutshell. I've enjoyed it so far, but I've only got 2 pages of script left, and it's looking like the episode might only be, at a push, 20 minutes long. I mean, I know nutshells aren't supposed to be long, but I do like the fact that they're long, and you know, especially when it comes to premiere, we can all sit down and chat for a long time as the episode premieres, and just, yeah, chat as the episode premieres. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought there. With the fact that a nutshell is long these days, it allows me a lot of time to chat when the episode is premiering, as obviously longer nutshells I get to chat with you more. Short nutshells, not so much. So 18 minutes is a bit of a bummer, but it is what it is. Alright, this is pissing me off. It's worth going to jail for it. Really, lol. Just how the actual game disappointed us. Haha. You have amnesia and Major is the current Rab. Yeah, bit of a weird situation with the whole Major thing. Okay, so that's Jill's hair done. I got my hair did. Next we're going to move on to her outfit. Let's see. I will keep you there. Just because I can. She's got a weird little tie thing. I think that's what that is. It looks about right. Damn! Hey, that's how she's designed, I can't help it. I'm just being accurate. Sorry about the constant jumping, I'm trying to get this as accurate as possible. Oh please, do another Goodbye Horses reference. What about the glasses? Her character totally doesn't revolve around. I will go back and do the classes in a minute. Nabaat has more boobs, almost like Tifa. I know you live stream FF14. Have you thought of streaming other games in the future? I would definitely like to stream maybe something like a light-hearted platformer, which I'm more familiar with and can definitely not suck at whilst people are watching live. It's something I'm a lot more skilled in. That's definitely something I wouldn't mind doing. Maybe I'll go back and finish that Psychonaut stream I started that one time. Okay, this is looking good so far. This is another cool soundtrack. Okay, so her picture there is blocking off what I'm trying to draw, which is annoying. Another random thing, but what are your top 10 games of all time? Ooh. That is a random and tough one. Okay, so I'm going to shock you all. My number one game of all time is not actually a Final Fantasy game. It is Psychonauts. Mainly because it's a fun, light-hearted platformer, good character design, good humour, good writing, good story, brilliant gameplay, and it is almost close to a perfect game. So moving up from there, my second would be Final Fantasy IV. Number 3 would be Final Fantasy X. 6 would be... sorry. 1, 2, 3. 4 would be... I haven't really thought about this, actually. 4. Crash Bandicoot 2. 5. Spyro 2. 6 would be... let's see... Jak 2. As in Jak and Daxter 2, but it's called Jak 2. 7. 7. Super Mario Sunshine. 8 would be Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. 9 would be Super Smash Bros. Melee. And 10 would be Pokemon Gold and Silver. I'm going to count those as a pair of games. So yeah, that's my top 10 in a very stilted and disjointed manner. Okay, so this is going to be annoying now because none of these pictures seem to be showing her lower half very well. Alright, she has a weird wrestling belt type thing. Do some squiggles there to show a pattern. Jak 2 is incredible. Ah, so you're a fellow Jak and Daxter fan, Doobie. High five. Jak and Daxter is hands down one of the best trilogies of all time. It sucks that after Jak X that we got that crappy Lost Frontier and the series has just died since, and it doesn't like they're ever going to go back to it. Were you ever a fan of Final Fantasy IX? Not at first. It grew on me, definitely. I had to go back to it after many years to really appreciate it. I actually think Final Fantasy IX would benefit from a remake to fix the very slow, laggy battle system. I would love to hear all the characters with voice acting and sort of all the cartoony animations would be a lot better suited to a modern remake. Like in the vein of a Pixar movie. Like imagine Final Fantasy IX as a Pixar movie. That would be amazing. RAB-Live, what are your thoughts regarding Granddaddy of RPGs, Dragon Quest? I've never actually played it. People constantly ask me to do Dragon Quest in a nutshell. I would have to play it first, and to be honest, with my current time scheduling and backlog of games to get through, it probably won't happen anytime soon, unfortunately. I'm not saying never, just don't expect it anytime soon. It's probably the most ass game I get asked to do a nutshell of. If someone was willing to write it for me, and I sort of put my input, sure, that could be doable, but no one's sort of offered to do that for me. I am happy to put in the work of making the models, getting the voice actors together, etc. to make it happen. It's just writing-wise, I couldn't sit down and write it now because obviously I've never played it. Oh, Tetsuya Nomura designed Jihl Nabaat. I did not know that. I didn't think Tetsuya Nomura... Final Fantasy VII guy, I didn't know he actually made any character designs for 13. I thought that's part of why they were so divisive. Learn something new every day. Okay, this is a much better image. Go away, you. I might use you for colours. I don't think I'm going to need you anymore. I love the RAB-Live Steiner. Thank you. And do not dare say he sounds like anyone from a particular Dragon Ball franchise. Okay, so she doesn't wear boots, she wears high heels. Practical. There we go. And I think that might be simple enough for Jihl, since she's not going to appear much. I'm not going to bother with that weird dangly part there. Dangly part. Funny words are funny. Let's see. That tie thing I didn't quite do accurately. Alright. Lock. Lock is a Final Fantasy character from 6. Just because it's going to annoy me otherwise, I'm going to quickly redo this part. There we go. That looks a little bit more accurate. Soundtrack's so relaxing. Love the melody, it's so harmonic. Well, it's night for me, I better get to bed so I can wake up for school tomorrow. Bed? Where are you from? What time is it there? Damn. Oop. That is the nutshell itself. Ah, spoilers! Pretend you didn't see that. I totally don't do that on purpose, by the way. I'm not, like, purposefully leaking my own material. Raptoon, I cannot wait for Nutshell. I know the story is mad, but you can make it nicer. Thanks for the stream, Raptoons, bro. Good night to everyone. Alright, catch you later. Monkey D. Luffy. Okay, so now we're going to colour Jihl in. Well, we're going to colour what we can in. Because as always, there are gaps in the model that I have not fixed as yet. Alright, why is there a gap there? It's because I'm very neglectful. That green doesn't look right. Let's try something else. No. I think it needs to be a smidge darker. The story was nuts. What story? What are you talking about? By the way, Raptoons, have you played the Breath of Fire games? No. I think that's another one I get asked quite a lot if I'm going to make a nutshell of. And again, I'm going to have to say, not anytime soon. Okay, she's got black high heels. Every time I talk about my friends on Discord about your nutshells, I get mad if they don't tell me that their favourite is Final Fantasy XIV. You created a masterpiece worthy of an Oscar. Oh, thank you, David, but they're definitely not that good. Thank you anyway, though. Okay, so we're going to paste that onto the body. Oop. Where did you go, Jill? Okay, you're not needed anymore. So now I'm going to put Jill's body on a separate layer to make life easier when animating her. So let's put her there. Someone reminded me I need to go back and do the glasses, which she's not wearing in that picture. Okay, this is fan art, but, you know. I was just wondering if I could maybe get away with copying the glasses from a different model who already has glasses, but no, I won't be lazy. I think 8 had me laughing the most, or possibly 9. Jill had so much potential to be a great villain, but she was totally discarded. Yep, she was yeeted out of the way by Dicely so he could have his big, grand villain reveal moment. Okay, I've got to do this carefully. I really thought that would be more people watching. Why? How many are watching? 32 viewers. That's pretty good. That's actually more than I tend to get on these kinds of streams. yeah, I'm actually quite thankful. Let's see. Do the rim of our glasses going there. And let's pull the glasses color from this image. So I hope people who are new to this kind of stream are now sort of realizing why these nutshells take a very long time to make, because this is just making the model part. I'm not even factoring in the sort of making, oh for fuck's sake, making the mouth movements, everything else, scripting, lining up the audio, finding sound effects, finding soundtracks as well, because I like to be accurate to what I tend to do. So I will actually quickly show you this, guys. As you can see, I've got Google open, and you can see I've got a few tabs open. You might notice I've got Eden open. This is yeah, so I was looking through this to get accurate images for the backgrounds of certain scenes, and also I have the Final Fantasy soundtrack wiki open so that I can find which track plays during which scenes, so that the scene I'm parodying has the accurate music playing for that scene. And I try to do that as best as possible. Sometimes this isn't accurate and sometimes I'll just go my own way with the music, but it's also part of why it takes so long, because sometimes it doesn't list where a certain soundtrack plays in a certain scene. And I'm dreading Final Fantasy XIV in a nutshell, because I'm not going to be able to use the original soundtrack for that due to copyright issues, so it'll be some like bog standard Kevin MacLeod royalty-free music or something. I don't know, I haven't figured out what I'm going to do yet. But yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. 14 in a nutshell may be a trouble production. I just realised the glasses are upside down. Ever played a game and you thought you were the heroic protagonist, only to be revealed you are the villain all along? Shadow of the Colossus is kind of like that. So what's your favourite Final Fantasy and your favourite game of all time? Favourite Final Fantasy IV, favourite game of all time is Psychonauts. We understand, Raptoon, take your time and know this. As FF fans, we appreciate all your hard work and the efforts of everyone involved in the Final Fantasy in a Nutshell series. Thank you. BSK the King. Jill got totally shafted by the story, but let's be real and admit that this isn't the reason she is remembered. I can think of two big reasons why she is remembered, and I'm going to say if it wasn't for these particular assets, she would probably not be remembered at all. This is a good soundtrack as well, even though it is just pretty much blinded by light. What am I doing? Okay, I'm going to need you again. Do 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 do. Okay, why have you done that? Why? Sorry. Alright. This pisses me off now, I'm getting distracted. What's going on? Who am I? I'm not totally happy with how these glasses have turned out, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. So that's fine for now. Alright, where was I? Okay, why is there a gap here? Let's have a look. I'm not doing this with... that is why. So what you can see here is the reason these have been coloured all the same is because there was an ever so tiny little gap there, which is something I do quite often. It's a little fun game I call Find and Close the Gap. There we go. And what colour were her tights? I said tights, I didn't say anything else. Go away, Sid. Can we all men agree on this? Chicks with glasses are mega hot. Yeah, I can do that. Not my favourite, but yeah, sure. Okay, let's see. What am I missing? I know I'm not doing a lot of detail. I'm not going to bother with those little frilly details on the side of the coat. I'll just do something basic like this. Why is that doing that? That looks a little better. Okay, so here's the hard part. The hair colour. As I said countless times before, I am colourblind, so this always comes out wrong. I will often ask the stream for advice on this particular part. Okay, so there's obviously a gap here somewhere because it's not letting me colour her in. So I'm just going to do... Okay, now why have you done that? Use Goodbye Horses for the 14 soundtrack. What are your favourite jobs from any Final Fantasy game? I quite like Ninja and Red Mage. That is one of my favourite jobs. Red Mage because he's like sort of, you know, best of both worlds. Cool character, cool outfits. By the way, Count, I recently saw a video on YouTube. Someone decided to make like a series of Final Fantasy VII, but it seems to be that it would kind of parody. Okay then. Shouldn't her coat be green instead of brown? Yes, maybe. I did pick these colours from the actual art, so... You know. I mean, if it really doesn't look that good, I will change it. I will take it to a vote. Are you happy with the coat colour I have chosen for Jihl, as it's one I picked from the model, or do you think I should go with something a little bit different? Did I not give her a hair colour? Save changes to 13 hover-like. Hey Rab, I'm from Brazil, and me and my friends love FF in a nutshell. Continue the great work. Thank you. Thank you, Gustavo. Jihl from RE3. Nope, Jihl from Final Fantasy XIII. Coat is fine. Cool. Cool. Okay, so now we're going to do the shading. Save. I think the coat is supposed to be olive green, but brown is fine by me. I hate being colorblind. Did I mention I'm colorblind? Now why has that happened? There we go. Something's not quite gelling here for me. Let's see if this fixes it. No. That looks better. This doesn't really look like Jill to me, but fuck it. Sorry for the language. Her tits are too small. No, Goblin. Are you really colourblind? Yes, that is actually not a joke. I actually am diagnosed colourblind. I can't tell red, greens, browns, sometimes yellow and orange, and blues and purples apart. So often things that are supposed to be blue will come out purple, things that are red, sometimes brown, you get the picture. It sucks. People think being colourblind is like, you know, you see things in black and white like a dog. That's not the case at all. It basically means certain colour shades blend together and you can't tell the difference. It sounds like such a minor thing, but it has a massive impact on your life. That's not right. You use one of those fancy Wacom tablets or just your mouse? Dude, if I was using a mouse, I would have given up a long time ago. No, I have a Wacom tablet, thank God. Makes this job a lot easier. Okay, right. Let's do the shading on this bad boy. Gosh, that sucks. Is there anything to help your colourblindness? Not really. It's not anything that can be fixed by glasses, because I don't think science has gone that far yet. Supposedly there are no, thinking about it, there was something I was reading the other day about special glasses for people with colourblindness that supposedly corrects the colours for you. Never looked into it, because it's such... Although it does affect a lot of things in my life, it's not to the point where it's debilitating me. So I'm just sort of dealing with it. This music is very appropriate for a drawing, Jill. When's this coming out? By the end of January at the latest. It is very close to being finished. As I said, I've only got 2 pages, well actually 1.5 pages now, because I got some animating done earlier. 1.5 pages of script left. Script pages aren't actually that long. Then the after credits scene. Then I got to go back and do finishing touches. So yeah, at the latest end of January, but I am trying to shoot for mid-January at the earliest. I've been waiting for this, better be worth it. You might be disappointed. When's your next Final Fantasy XIV stream? I was going to do one today, but I ran out of time. So unfortunately, probably not until maybe this Saturday. We'll see. Okay, so I think that's Jill finished. Let's have a look at her from a view. And let's see how she compares. Yep, I think that looks good. Cool, 2 characters done in less than an hour, I think. Alright, so let's crack on with the final one. Yaag Rosch. So we open up the template, get to Google. Let's get rid of these images of Jill. Yaag Rosch. Rosch. Remember this dude? I like this character design, but it's a shame he only appears like, what, twice? And the second time he appears he dies. And he kind of gave me the little bitch boy vibe. Again, another wasted character in the 13 saga. Yeah, so Stormblood, yeah, Stormblood was quite long. Heaven's Ward was quite short. And Shadowbringer so far seems to be a good balance between the two. Oh my god, lol. The notification for this stream finally hit my phone. YouTube, you suck. Yep, that's the way it goes. Good old YouTube. Alright, what's going to be the best picture to use to draw his hair? I'm thinking this one. So, as before, we do this on the bottom layer. And let's draw his hair. And I'm also going to refer to this image because that's more of an accurate picture. This dude's hair is quite actually harder than I thought it would be. But so far it looks good. Sort of reminds me of Edward Elric. Ever so slightly. Oh, this is a nice soundtrack.
Stand up from high above, a name like a precious poem. Let me sing the song to you, gracious Savior of our souls. To the scarlet streak of light, to the one that breaks the silence, you illuminate the night in most awe-inspiring ways. Send up from high above, a name like a precious poem. Let me sing this song to you, gracious Savior of our souls.
That was a nice track. That's why I was being quiet those past minute or two. Okay, so there was a question. When you went to KupoCon, how did it feel meeting the goddess Etro, Ali? She was so nice, so lovely, and she actually asked to see the nutshell when it's finished. So she gave me her Twitter handle and told me to tag her in the finished video when it's put on Twitter. So hopefully the voice actress of Lightning herself will see the nutshell and hopefully enjoy it. Gotta say, I'm a little bit nervous about that element, but I'm sure people are going to enjoy this one. Okay, I'm getting distracted now. Alright. So many of these characters have these collars. Such a waste of a character design. time is it for you locally? It is 10 to 4 in the afternoon here in Britain land. That's awesome, you better make it great. I'm a simp for her. Interesting to hear what she wants to see this. Sorry for prying, does your colourblindness affect your appreciation for art? I would say no, because I can still appreciate the shape, design, and I do see some colours properly, so it's not like I can't appreciate colour at all, it's just it's not always accurate to what colour is being intended. So often if you see in my videos someone comments, this person's colour is supposed to be such and such, that is why. It is because I'm colourblind. I feel like I mention it a lot, and I'm sorry if I do mention it too much. It's just, it is a lot of the reason why some of these colours are not quite accurate. So Nomura did use belts in this, he just used it in a more clever way. You know Nomura and his belts. Nomura. Probably saying his name wrong. Hello, how are you, Raz? I'm okay, Piano Sniper. Have you uploaded the other nutshells on Twitter before, or are you going to post this one on Twitter for Ali to see? It's just literally just posting the link to the YouTube videos, no big deal. But yeah, I have done that in the past. Look, he has a sword. I never saw him use that sword in the game. Such a waste. Sorry if I keep bitching about this, but it really annoys me the amount of wasted characters in 13. Like, the cooler characters you don't get to hear much from, and the characters that are annoying, you hear too much of. Nomura only made the main characters, the side characters were made by some lady who left Square. Ah. So he didn't design this character then, probably. He designed Jihl, I know that, it says it on the card. How many characters do you still need to finish? As I said, this is the final batch, so these three are actually the only characters left I need to make. Because of that, I decided to make this a special stream, so I've been waiting to do the stream for quite a while. As sort of, you know, one final stream for the 13 characters to be made. So yeah, Jihl, Sid, and now Yaag, Rosch, and then I'm done with characters that are needed for 13 in a nutshell. Keep up the awesome work. Thank you, Phoenix. Are you planning on playing it now that FF7R is finally coming out? Keep doing what you're doing. You'll hit 100,000 subs in no time. We're getting there in Glauser, but I've toyed with the idea of possibly streaming 7 Remake. If people are interested in watching me play it, I'll do it, sure. But Yeah, so it all depends if people actually want to. I'm not massive. I'm not really that good at streaming in general, and particularly when playing a game, because I find that difficulty in balancing gameplay with trying to provide interesting commentary. This is more my forte because I can just talk about all the shit I'm drawing, all the little nuances, all the little hiccups I come across. I find that a lot more interesting to do. Whereas when I'm playing a game, I'm too much in the zone and I struggle to come up with shit to chat about. So yeah. Hell, even just rambling about the fact that I can't stream is better than, you know, anything I could actually say in a stream. Okay, so now we're going to colour Yaag in. That doesn't look right. That looks better. That's too dark. That's better. Oh hey, the guy who did absolutely nothing for the plot. That describes half of the characters in 13, who aren't the main cast. This is one of my major gripes with her. I did enjoy 13, which is blasphemous, I know. But I won't lie, the character potential of every side character was wasted. Like, there's a guy called Ride Gear. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce his name, but he had a really cool character design, character voice, personality, and you see him for less than 5 minutes in the game, and according to 13.2, he just dies off screen as well. So again, just completely wasted potential. Ooh, Noel's theme. I love this theme. So yeah, this is a problem I come across with using Invisible Ink. I often forget where I did these shading lines. Have you seen 15 Abridged? No. 10 out of 10 would watch FF7. Thank you, Doobie. And even then, the cast did barely anything. It describes all the characters, doesn't it? I'll agree, they look cool. Wait, he died? Unpopular opinion, 13 is better than 15. That's not only an unpopular opinion, Doobie, it's also fact. I would say 13 is definitely better than 15. So I just checked, and Yaag wasn't designed by Numira, but the lady at La Square. Her name is Nao Ikeda, and she designed the game's NPCs. Ah, but this is such a cool character design. That's a shame. Ah. It's time to play Find the Gap. Rap tunes, come on down! Woo! Audience have participation, audience cheers. I come down to the pedestal, the game show host hands the microphone to me. Hi, I'm RAB-Tunes and I'm designing Yaag Rosch today, and I am trying to find the gap on his uniform. Okay, so when you're ready, RAB-Tunes, head on up to the podium and find the gap. Woo! Audience goes wild, and then I find the gap. Yeah. Okay, RAB-Tunes, you found the gap. What is your prize? My prize is realising I coloured these outlines wrong. Oops. Her art style is similar to Nomura, but she shades differently. So what do you think about the Gathering Beast Tribe we are getting for 14 in a future update? I don't really do Beast Tribe quests, so it doesn't really affect me personally. Other people can look forward to it. I struggle to find time to do leave quests even, so definitely not for me, unfortunately. since this guy doesn't appear very often, I'm not doing too much detail on his model. That is reserved for main characters only.
Many seasons I have seen. Time has washed them away, just like the sea.
This is a nice track as well. But again, it's from 13.2, not, it wasn't originally from Lightning Returns, so I can't credit Lightning Returns for it. Uh-oh, what have I done? Oh no. Oh no, 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 please don't tell me I... Oh, thank God for that. Hey look, I made Yaag Rosch bold. What am I doing? Getting distracted. Okay, what is he wearing below his cloak? Sexy leather boots. Hope Kappa doesn't affect your channel. Thank you, Inglauser, that is very nice of you. Very much appreciated. There we go. It's not entirely accurate, but I don't care. Shit, gotta go. Catch you later. Alright, catch you later, Goblin. Hopefully this nutshell won't disappoint you when it comes out. That song is nice. I may hate this series, but if anyone told you its music sucks, they have to screw loose. So yeah, Final Fantasy always kills in the music department, so even if a Final Fantasy is bad, at least you've got the music as something to look forward to. However, 15, I feel kind of dropped the ball with the music a little bit. And it's weird because it's Yoko Shimomura who did such a good job with Kingdom Hearts. I don't know why she kind of dropped the ball with 15. There's not really actually a lot of memorable tracks. And a lot of the styles she uses don't gel well with the game. So there weren't actually many 15 tracks I can say I loved. The boss theme, Nvidia, is definitely one of them. Of the favourites. The one that plays when you're fighting Astrals is definitely a favourite track. Yeah, good Rab, you're fucking Lord. I'm fucking Lord? Sweet. Sorry, I think I worded that wrong. What program are you using for these pictures, and is it free or cheap? Okay, so I'm using Adobe Flash CS4, and it's not free, unfortunately. It's very good for doing these models. I don't use it for animating because I just can't get on with animating in Flash. I animate in Sony Vegas, which you can find in one of my videos. I did a whole stream about how I animate. So yeah, I would say on the down low, I didn't pay for this particular program, mainly because I was poor at the time, and it's always been my intention that when I get enough money I will pay these companies back for their software, but at the moment I just can't afford it. Alrighty then. I would say that is Yaag Rosch done. That's good enough for me since he doesn't appear for very long. He's not worthy of sort of, you know, better character model. Cool, so how long have I been streaming? I don't want to stream much longer. Let's see. Doesn't tell me how long I've been streaming for unless I'm being stupid. Okay, so we finished all the models we set out to do today. So here we have Yaag Rosch, criminally underrated character, underused character, sorry. Cool design. I think I nailed his hair actually, that's pretty good. We got Jihl Nabaat. Didn't quite turn out how I wanted her to. I might make some tweaks post stream, I don't know yet, but if people think this looks good enough, yep. And we have Sid Reigns. I'm not overly pleased with how his hair came out. His outfit's fine since he's only in one scene in this nutshell. I may tweak his hair, I don't know yet. I think it looks kind of flat on him, but that's kind of how he looks anyway. So yeah. So how many people are still here? Let's have a look. Okay, 30 people. I'll do some doodles. If anyone wants to chuck out something random for me to doodle, it'll be a very basic doodle. It won't be very detailed. I'll try to do my best from memory. Any funny scenario, maybe a character you want to see in my style, just throw them at me whilst I have a drink and I see how many I can get in before I have to go. This is another good track. Bear with me one moment.